What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Mile High Customs. Today we have another amazing vehicle in the shop that we're going to be doing a full transformation on. Right behind me is a brand new BMW X6M. So when the customer brought us the vehicle, the front end was pretty much protected. So that includes the full hood, the fenders, the front bumper, headlights, and some of the other gloss black trim on the front end. So he was unsure if he wanted to pretty much protect the rear half and continue on with the gloss paint protection film, or just take it all off and do matte paint protection film. However, before making up that decision, he wanted to know if the gloss paint protection film on the hood was the same brand that we currently use, which is LLumar. If it was the same brand, which was LLumar on the front end, he was going to keep that and then finish off the rest with the gloss, or he was just going to take it all off and go with the matte. So he was a little unsure if he wanted to go with the matte paint protection film or go with the gloss. Ultimately, he did decide just to go ahead and remove the gloss paint protection film and just go with the full body matte paint protection film. So this color is Brooklyn Gray. We've done one other vehicle, which is a BMW M2 with matte paint protection film over the gloss Brooklyn Gray, and it looked really good. On this type of color, you either hate it or you love it, just because some people do say it looks like a primer color, but personally, I'm a big fan of the way it looks, and I think it completely transforms the vehicle. We are also gonna be adding some gloss black accents, such as the roof and the antenna on this vehicle, just to go along with the other gloss black accents, such as the window trim, the trim on the front bumper, the wheels, and some of the trim on the rear diffuser. By doing a gloss black roof, you're pretty much making it look like a glass roof. This vehicle does have the panel roof. However, once this whole thing is blacked out, it's going to blend in with the glass on the roof and it's going to look really good. We are also going to be tinting the full vehicle in LLumar Startos 15% tint, as well as the front windshield, and then topping everything off with a ceramic coating on the PPF, on the wheels, on the calipers, as well as on the front windshield. The guys have already removed the old tint off the windows. They're about to start removing the paint protection film on the front end, and then we're going to go ahead and start working on the matte conversion. So if you've ever wondered what a Brooklyn Gray with matte paint protection film looks like, this is what it is. This is the BMW X6M that we just finished up with full body LLumar matte paint protection film over this beautiful Brooklyn Gray paint job. This vehicle originally had the full front end protected with just gloss paint protection film, and the customer was a little unsure if he wanted to finish off the rest of the vehicle in the gloss or pull it off and do the whole vehicle in the matte paint protection film. Ultimately, he did decide to go with the matte paint protection film, and I think he made a very, very good decision. We also did a few other things to this vehicle. If you guys come over here, you guys will notice that the top is black. We went with the 3M high gloss black on the roof as well as the roof rails, and of course we did put gloss paint protection film on top of it for a few different reasons. One, to protect it, and two, to ensure the longevity of the vinyl wrap. Paint protection film typically has anywhere from a 5 to 12 year warranty, just depending on the quality of film that you go with. Our paint paint protection film that we use here is the Platinum line from LLumar and has a 10-year warranty. Typically, vinyl wraps last anywhere from 2 to 5 years, just depending on if it is a horizontal panel or a vertical panel. Typically, horizontal panels such as your hood, your roof, and the top of the trunk typically have a smaller life expectancy than, say, a vertical panel, just because those panels are always sitting in the sun. So by putting that paint protection film on top of the vinyl wrap, it's going to help protect it, it's going to help keep it a lot cleaner, and it is also going to extend the longevity of the vinyl wrap. So we did put the paint protection film on top of the roof as well. We did top the full vehicle off with ceramic coating on the front windshield, on the wheels, on the barrels of the wheels, and the calipers, as well as the PPF, just so that way it creates a hydrophobic layer. It prevents from dust and other things sticking to the paint, sticking to the wheels, and sticking to the windshield, and it creates that hydrophobic layer that makes it much easier to clean and maintain. We did also tint the full vehicle in LLumar Startos film. We did a 15% all the way around. The LLumar Startos film has about 95 to 97% heat rejection, so it is our highest quality film in terms of heat rejection, and it also comes with what's called a no-fault warranty. So typically most high-quality window films come with a lifetime warranty. However, the lifetime warranty only covers peeling, bubbling, fading, things of that nature, material failure, and installation error. However, with the no-fault warranty, say the window breaks, it cracks, the film gets scratched, you know, anything, whatever it may be, no questions asked. It comes with a one-time courtesy where we will replace that window for you, no questions asked, and that is included. That is only something that comes with the LLumar Startos and the LLumar Pinnacle Formula 1 Series window film. I don't know of any other manufacturer that offers that other than LLumar. So if you guys are looking at tinting your vehicle and you do have the means to tint it with a high quality ceramic film, I definitely recommend going with the Pinnacle or the Startos film. So if you guys don't know, brand new, these vehicles cost anywhere from about $140,000 to $160,000. So that is a lot of money for a car. And if you guys have a car that expensive, or even if you have a car that's $25,000, $30,000, $50,000, $75,000, that's a lot of money for a car. So whenever you have a car, especially a new one, you want to make sure to protect it with some type of paint protection film. You don't have to do full body, but I always highly recommend at least doing the high impact areas, which is typically the front end, the back of the mirrors, and on some cars, the bottom of the rockers and in front of that rear tire. So you don't have to go full body matte, you don't have to go full body gloss. You can just do partial coverage, which we still do a lot of that over here at Mile High Customs. Typically our most popular protection package is the full front end, which is full hood, full fenders, front bumper, headlights, and the back of the mirrors. So if you guys have a vehicle and you're looking at getting it protected, I highly recommend doing paint protection film as soon as possible. That way you don't get any rock chips, you don't get any scratches, and you don't ruin your brand new vehicle, especially if you live in Colorado. If you guys take a look at the roads in the parking lot, they are horrendous, and that is the same thing for the streets over there. We have a ton of rocks on the road. We have a whole bunch of dust, debris, due to a few reasons. You know, here in Colorado, we have all four climates. We get snow, we get rain, summer, spring, all that good stuff. So whenever during the winter time, you know, it snows, they spray salt on the floor. They also go over it with the plows. The plows do a lot of damage to the roads. You know, essentially, if there's no snow, it picks up any edges in the concrete, in the pavement, and, you know, it does create those rocks. So, you know, people drive over them, it gets shot right out and right behind you, and it hits your brand new car. So you want to make sure to get some level of paint protection film. And definitely a lot of people also know what ceramic coating is, but ceramic coating and paint protection film are two different things. Yes, ceramic coating protects your car, but it doesn't protect it in terms of rock chips. It doesn't protect it in terms of scratches. The paint protection film is an actual film. It's an actual barrier that is between the surface of your paint and the environment. Ceramic coating, you know, does help harden the paint, but it's not going to protect it from rock chips. It's not going to protect it from scratches, anything of that nature. It's more so for ease of maintenance. So make sure whenever you guys are looking at doing any type of work to your car, make sure you're doing your research, make sure you're asking questions, and make sure you know the difference of what you're getting and what you're paying for. So if you guys are located in the Denver metro area and you're looking at getting your vehicle protected, tinted, ceramic coated, or even some new wheels and tires, make sure to send us a DM or give us a call. We have two convenient locations, one in North Glen, Colorado, and the other here in Centennial, Colorado. Make sure to always like, subscribe, and leave us a comment down below of what you guys think about this matte Brooklyn Grey BMW X6M. And like always, we will see you guys next time.